Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. Hope everybody's doing well. October 25th. Wow, where did October go, guys? So good to see everybody. And it's good to be back. It's been a while since I've been well enough to do one of these, so I'm so excited to be here. Good morning, Barbara. I'm going to put on my glasses so I can see who's here. Barbara, D222, Enrique, Nivra, sorry, I have a thing in my mouth for my cough. Ms. Sherlock, Craig Dixon. And I'm starring your questions. Thank you so much for putting them in, Mr. Biggs. Thank you. And Maria. And Ethereal Moonlight. Nice to see you. And Daniel. Nice to see you. Getting those questions. I hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're having beautiful weather like we are here in sunny Colorado. Excuse me. And Sweet Bearish, nice to see you. Got your question. And Lovebug Blues, good to see you. Today we're doing our live personal questions, so pop those in when you get a moment. And Gina Halleck, so good to see you. Polly, JR, 4, Margaret D, Ellen R, excuse me, Alex H, JR, Ellen, I'll get your question, Ellen. All right, here we go. Yep, I got your question, Maria. Yes, I did. Thank you. Jessica Lynn, good to see you. And if I didn't say your name, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new to my channel, my name is Kelly, the Mystic Next Door. Kelly S, the Mystic Next Door, I think is how it reads. I'm Kelly Scarborough, and I'm a psychic and a medium and a healer and sometime astrologer. And I appreciate everybody coming here. It's so good to be here. And I'm so sorry to those of you who are regular subscribers for being so absent. I feel like it's been forever and forever and forever. But I am back. I'm feeling good. I am finally feeling myself. I get these like, if I'm going to get sick, it's going to be a bad cough for me. And I'll get a really bad one every couple of, maybe this one I feel like is like a 10-year cycle for me. But anyway, but thank you so much for coming, and I appreciate everybody coming. JR, I think I did get your question. Let me see. Yes, I did. I will tell you whose questions I have. I have Barbara, Ms. Sherlock, Mr. Biggs, Ethereal Moonlight, Daniel, Craig, Sweet Farish, Gina, Margaret D, JR, and Jessica Lynn. If I missed you, please pop your question in again. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Gina. I appreciate that. Yeah. So I try to come on here a couple times a week. I usually do my weekly tarot scopes, which I've missed for a few weeks now. And I will be back here tomorrow, and I'm excited to talk about what's going on. This is a big week coming up, guys. This is our, we have Eve of All Hallows. We also have the big 3-eye Atlas and its closest position to the sun. And I'll talk about that a little bit more tomorrow evening. Big stuff going on. And we have a couple of grand trines going on. So this is a really auspicious time. Thank you. Got your question too, Enrique. Thank you. All right. You're going to Costco, Craig? I just went yesterday. You know, you always spend like twice as much as you expect, but it's all good. It's all good. All right. Well, I'm going to just go back up to the top and start answering your questions. And you know what? I forgot my tissues, but that's okay. I think I'll be fine. All right. Okay. And the first question I'm going to answer is from Barbara. Barbara. Uh, okay. Here, hold on a second. Let me just. Okay. So you asked, am I actually communicating with my deceased fur babies via my pendulum and letterboard? Absolutely. Absolutely. I actually think you communicate with them without any tools and devices, but of course they're going to communicate with you. I feel like animals are like often they're the first ones who are available to speak with us, who are right there with us. I also feel like I feel like I get this feeling like they're at my ankles, rubbing against my legs or something like that. Like you may feel that energy, and when you feel that, you can, when you recognize that sensation, even if you think you're imagining it, know that they're there and they're understanding. They know that you're thinking of them, right? 4, I did not get your. Yes, I got your question now. Thanks. And so, absolutely, absolutely. I feel like I feel like at least 3 animals. Do you have 3 animals on the other side? And they feel not too big. Like I'm feeling like the mid chin. That's what I'm getting. But it's really nice. I feel like they're always by your side. I feel like they really are your babies. Like they really know that you treated them like they're your children. And I'm getting something about like healing, like they spend time around you when they know that you're down or where you're feeling, you know, unwell. They're right there. I don't know if you can hear my little beagle over here snorting and rolling around right now too. But I feel like they're almost like your healers, and that's really cool. Okay, thank you, Barbara. Never question it. Excuse me. Residual cough. Enrique. Would I be able to communicate with your guides and share what they want you to know? Okay, Enrique. It's interesting because I feel like when your guides come in for me, they feel playful. Like they really want you to they're almost like your muses in having a good time. And I feel like that's a match for your personality because I think that they give this to you and then you project it. They're um they're hold on a moment. I feel like sometimes they feel like they're projecting to me that sometimes you I don't know what it is, like reserve your energy, you reserve acting and doing the things that you want to do. You kind of maybe squelch yourself down a little bit, but they're actually encouraging to let it go. Just do it. Just go for it, right? Be who you are, like express yourself fully is what I'm feeling with that. And they're happy about it when you do that. It's their purpose to infuse you with that joy and that love of life. Um, but they also feel very almost like proud that you when you do act on these things, when you do the fun things, spend time with family and friends and sorry, my dog is trying to go out. They or traveling or doing those things outwardly expressing yourself, it makes them feel joyful because that's their purpose. Okay, great. I think I need to let the dog out. Hold on. It's always in and out. I'm in my husband's office today. If anybody recognizes this space, thank you. Thank you, Enrique. Nice to see you. What am I getting? There's something else. If it comes to me, I'll let you know. Something else I feel like they want me to share with you. Okay, Ms. Sherlock. Okay. Oh, geez. The dog barking. All right. Can you ask my guide, Ike, for advice on possible move to Virginia Beach, and especially if my current apartment complex will become dangerous due to current social conditions? Oh, gosh. Where do you live right now, Ms. Sherlock? I can't recall. Let me just tune into that energy. I feel like Ike wants you to move, yes, is kind of encouraging you to move, and he's kind of guiding you in this way. I feel like there have been starts and stops. Oh, you're in DC. That's where I'm from originally, Miss Sherlock. Yes, and I know things are going on in DC. I feel like he's protecting you from some of these things that are going on there. I don't feel like it will be particularly unsafe, but I feel like you will feel safer somewhere else. Are you on the Maryland side or the DC side, Miss Sherlock? I feel like you're on the Maryland side. That's where I'm from. Okay. No, but I think Ike is. I do think he would encourage you. Think outside the box, not just Virginia Beach, but like surrounding areas of Virginia Beach too. Like some of those other areas. If I'm trying to recall I don't know, Portsmouth, Chesapeake. I'm trying to recall my geography here, but don't be boxed in with that particular city, because there may be some other options around. But he's going to guide you. Ike, I like that. Oh, you're in Virginia. Okay. Yep. Okay, that's where I lived before I moved here, Arlington. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. I got your question, Niver. Thank you. All right. Excuse me. Let's go right back up to the top and see where we are. Thank you so much. And moving on to Mr. Biggs. And I love that picture of your little beagle. Sometimes feel abandoned by my spirit guides. I want so much to hear them speak to me and guide me daily. Are they communicating with me and not hearing it? Yeah, I think it's the latter. I think they're always communicating with you. Sometimes, remember, I think, even anybody will know this. But sorry. When the cough comes, it comes. Sorry about that. Anybody, sorry. Everybody knows what I'm talking about when I say that our connection to our guides and our spirits come comes and goes, and it has a lot to do with things that are going on in your life. For you, I feel like this is about um, not just specifically your life, but it feels to me like the world in general. The world is a heavy place. Sorry, right now. And there are a lot of difficult things. So you're a bit of an empath, Mr. Biggs. And your guides are trying to are communicating with you as much as they ever have, but they're also asking you to really protect yourself from some of the outside world, the news and the the sadness and the difficulty in this world. I didn't think I was going to cough, but here I am. And I feel as if I want to say, I mean, they're right there. I feel like as soon as you're kind of like, why are they showing it to me this way? It's like you've drifted a lane over just a little bit in your own process, and that's okay. You're in this assimilating time, but you're going to be right back there in the groove of things eventually. But you really have to block out the pain and the suffering. Yes, the pain. You feel very broken from the pain and suffering, and it does interfere with our connection with our guides and our angels very much. So try to, I mean, really, um, do what you can to be helpful for others. If you can help send money to food banks, or if you can do whatever it is that you can do to support your neighbor or your friends. But then put yourself in a cocoon. Yeah. I feel fine, Miss Shirley. Thank you. I appreciate it. I just still have just a residual cough, and I probably will for another week or two. So, yeah. But anyway, blessings to you, Mr. Beeks. I'm so sorry. It is a hard time to be alive, isn't it? It's a hard time, but we're all here for a reason at this time, I believe. Okay. Moving on. Maria Amethyst, Celestine. Will me and Philip reconcile ever, and when, circa? And how many kids will I have? I feel like I've answered this question a few times, Maria. I don't know if it's going to change. So I don't know if the guides like it when I keep asking the same thing over and over again. So be careful of that energy, okay, Maria? We want to be respectful of them and allow and not force, okay? What we think. Oh, I'm just getting a chill when I say that too. It's almost like they're showing me that your guides are showing me that you're perhaps trying to force an outcome that may not be the right outcome. So I want you to trust that your guides know, if you and Philip have split, that there's a reason for this. It's a reason for you to be introspective and talk about and address some of the reasons why you feel so dependent on his presence, when it wasn't always as supportive as it could be, because he is not the only one. And as soon as you release that and let that go, you will find love, and it will be there for you. And I said to you, have I seen two and possibly a third? I believe I've said that in the past. Like the third is kind of optional bonus. Okay. All right, Maria. And I see somebody wishing you a happy birthday. So happy birthday. Very nice. I hope you have a great one. Okay. Moving on to Ethereal Moonlight. A message from your ancestors. they're showing me your ancestors are showing me like music, almost like tribal music and rhythms of the earth or something like this. It's very grounded energy. And they're saying, I think that they appreciate that you live within those rhythms and recognize the rhythms. Um, they're showing, I mean, there's something about the earth. It's like they're pulling up the energy from the earth. And I think that they share that with you when you do your healing work and your, um, your the sharing that you do on your channel. Check out her channel, guys. Excuse me. And so I really feel like it's super important for you to tap into them through earth energy, through standing on the ground, through, touching a tree, through walking in the forest or wherever it is, even standing in water that's very important. And this is the connection that you have with your ancestors. It's this energy that you have as a healer is very, very old. It just feels like it's very deep. So that's really beautiful. Thank you. Daniel, your former boss and friend Marty, died in 23 from a rapid Alzheimer's onset. He was pretty lost toward the end. Do you perceive he has recovered in the afterlife? Marty. I mean, I feel like Marty, when he officially crossed over, he was already halfway there already. Interesting that he went so quickly too. It was as if his soul was really kind of like ready to go, to move on to other things. Marty feels, I feel like, okay, Marty feels to me, and tell me if I'm wrong, I feel like he was kind of not a confidant, but more of like somebody who kind of, just sort of had a good sense of humor and you could talk to about, just things. And he, his soul didn't want a long goodbye, so to speak. It just like he was really kind of halfway there. He feels so vibrant on the other side, like he had been practicing, even while he was sick, he was getting his sea legs, so to speak, on the other side. I do, Alex, thank you. And he's grateful to be there because I feel like he's there with several other loved ones. I don't know if his own wife is there or somebody very close to him was there. Could be even a child. Did he lose a child? I feel like there's somebody younger there as well. And he just had a whole soul team there waiting, ready. It was a very easy, quick transition. It was kind of like out of one body into the other. Boom. Very, very easy, quick. So don't worry about him. He's also kind of like, he just wants, it's like, I almost feel like this very matter of fact, like he wants to say, hey, how are you doing? Kind of like, sort of fancy meeting you here kind of thing. Is a really interesting guy, this one. I think I also, he's showing me that everybody, it feels as if his illness really took everybody by surprise because I feel like he's a real sharp person, but it was like his soul was like, I'm ready. I'm going to do this. Quick transition. So he's doing great. He feels really recovered, if that's the question. I don't feel like there was any recovery time, to be fair. I feel like he was just like ready to go. Right there. So he's good. And he just sort of sends his regards. Um, he's a little bit in awe of how you're managing life these days and you're tapping into the spiritual side. He's a little surprised by it. He shows me like never really kind of thought you were this type. So it's kind of cool. Keeping a dialogue open with him. Nice. Thank you, Daniel. All right. Craig, can you ask Clara if getting along better with my family, especially if Clara is getting along better with my family, especially my mom? Okay. I don't feel like she ever didn't get along well with your mom, although I feel like it's almost like humanizing some of her, like in human form, she feels may not have felt accepted. But on the other side, I feel like she and your mom are kind of a team. A little bickery, maybe, but not in a bad way. So she's just saying, like, we work as a team on this side, on the other side, to look after you. I feel like it's very much looking after you, not like almost in that both of them are taking that motherly role in some regards, but loving guidance. She feels, I don't feel like she and your mom have any problems at all, honestly. I think I do want to say this. I think, if I may, that if anything, Clara feels a little jealous of the relationship with your mother. But she, on the other side, she doesn't really need to, she knows she doesn't need to be that way. Okay, thank you. Mr. Big, so you said that your Rupert was one of your rescues. A Beagle Foxhound cross came to me as a senior and reminded me of Eeyore. Cute. All right. Okay, Sweet Farish. I am single for years and have always wanted to find love, but my priorities have changed since I've been recovering from the autoimmune disease. Excuse me. Any messages from my guides about that? Your guides show me that you are perhaps a little overly protective of your heart. That love is there, but it's as if you're not allowing it to come into your space because of your maybe some insecurity that's sprung out of this autoimmune disease. There's also something about the autoimmune disease. They're related. Okay. The difficulty finding a relationship and the autoimmune disease. So it's kind of like, I don't know if it's chicken or egg. The autoimmune disease could have feels like it could have popped up because of any insecurities related to relationships. So those emotional blockages, but also the other way around, maybe blocking yourself because you don't want to show that part of yourself to another person. You don't feel like you feel less than somehow. So really we need to just kind of let the two come to a balance and come to agreement with each other. The relationship is separate from the autoimmune disease, and both, the autoimmune disease does not have to define you. It just is. It is. And and we have to accept that someone who comes into your sphere and loves you is there because they want to love you, not because they care about your disease, your autoimmunity. So please, please remember that. Remember that for yourself. Okay. And I think it will come as soon as you really I want you to kind of send love to those parts of yourself that are repressed because of this autoimmune disease. Detach your identity from that, because I think it will come once you really release that. So very nice. Thank you. Good luck to you. I'm going to go to the bottom and just see what I'm missing. There are some emotional blockages and insecurities. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Protective of your heart. Yes, I saw that. I see that. Okay. Where am I? Excuse me. Gina Halleck. Gina will be eventually putting out her shingle to share her Akashic record readings. They're beautiful. I'm just tooting your horn a little bit, Gina. I had one of these readings with her and it was great. Okay. Sometimes I feel a voice speaking through me when I'm giving a reading. See, Akashic Records reading. Who is this? Is it my imagination? I feel like this is kind of like, this is, I want to say your higher self, but your higher self is yourself. But your higher self is also connected infinitely to universal truths, right? And if we all think about ourselves as being like a spark of the divine, right? A piece of the divine, a little sliver of God's source, whatever we are, and we have access to all of it, then I feel like this is just you're tapping into that the greater part of who makes up the spirit that is Gina Halleck on this limited earth plane, right? So you're tapping into the more infinite side of who you are. That's what it feels like to me. And it does feel like your imagination, because that's the part of ourselves that opens up to that realm. So I hope that makes sense to you. Very lovely. And accept it. Play with it. Go with it. Margaret D. Excuse me. What do my guides want me to know heading into the month of November? Okay. November. I feel like your guides they're giving me a message that or a feeling of like, take it easy on yourself, right? Don't be so hard on yourself. The feeling is you're so good and you're perfect, regardless of whatever you may think, your concerns and your insecurities and your these challenges that you place onto yourself. They're saying, we don't do this. Why does she do this? We're trying to show her that you're good and you're worthy and you can achieve and do and accomplish. But you're your own biggest critic, as many of us are, right? But it feels to me like the critical side of you holds back the expansive side of you. And that's what they're showing me right now. It feels to me like they work to strip these things away, right? To strip these things away and to show you all the time. But then Margaret's mind gets in the way and off to the races. So they're just supporting you and trying to show you who you are at your core. Really beautiful. Thank you. JR, reading for November. Excuse me. JR. And Trying to keep up with the chat. Sorry, frog in the throat. It will be here for a while. Okay, sorry, I just lost your question. There it is. Okay, reading for November. Do you have travel plans in November, JR? They're showing me like, kind of packing up the car and going on a little road trip or something. Maybe this is, if you're in the US, maybe this is Thanksgiving. But it almost feels like they want you to kind of get out on the open road and sort of see the country, see the sights, see the the leaves changing and the whatever it may be. I just feel like I'm kind of driving into the wilderness a little bit, a little bit aimless. Oh, thanks, Ellen. I'll check it out. They're saying too that there's something about, like, it feels to me like you have been kind of nose to the grindstone, excuse me, for a while, and they want you to really tap in. Oh, sorry, I just got Ellen's question, but I'm still finishing JR. They want you to like kind of lighten your load a little bit and just kind of have this it's like meandering. It's like just driving without knowing where you're going. Just kind of get out, do like a random Sunday drive kind of thing. They just want you to sort of stop being in the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and be in the now. The power of now. Okay. So I hope that's helpful for you, TR. Thank you. And going back to Eleanor, I missed Ellen's question. So what will next week be like for you? Excuse me. Sorry for the coughs and the throat clearing. I'm getting there. Eleanor. Okay. I feel like next week for you feels very busy, like logistical planning, like putting, I don't know if you're putting pieces into place and making plans, and I don't know if it's for something in the short term or for the longer term. It also feels like, I'm seeing you kind of like filling out your calendar, and kind of getting your ducks in the row for the next couple of months. Does that make sense? It just feels very kind of logistical and strategic next week to me. So put that thinking cap on and really kind of, maybe you want to be a little loosey-goosey, but no, I think you really kind of, they're wanting you to be a little more strategic now. Like it feels kind of like go time, sort of, to me. Yes, that's what I was planning on doing. Hello, Leona. Hello, Amanda Carroll. Good to see everybody here. Thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate it. All right, we're moving forward. Here. Let's go back to some of these great messages. All right. Sorry, I have to find my place. Jessica Lynn, did I get you yet? Let me know, because I feel like I might have missed you. So, are you there, Jessica Lynn? Yeah, Eleanor says getting close to retirement and moving, lots of loose ends to tie up. Okay, good. Good luck to you. All right, I'm going to skip Jessica Lynn for now, but if you hear this and you realize I've missed you, let me know. All right. 4, can I get a message from Spirit? I'm feeling immediately 4, like you're missing someone who is gone, like a parent, a mother energy. Like it feels a little, um, you feel a little, the energy is that I just feel like you're going back over things from the past and thinking about them. Yes. Okay. Oh, thanks, Jessica Lynn. I'll get you next. Okay. And I got you, Leona. It feels to me like you're kind of like nostalgic is the word I'm getting, and it's sort of melancholy a bit, but it's also kind of nice, sweet time too. They're saying all is good, everything is good, and don't worry, as if you're, they don't want you to live in the past and worry about things from the past. They want you to move forward. Uh, they're showing me two animals. So I don't know if you have animals on the other side who are just acknowledging you, but it just feels sweet and playful. Um, and it feels to me a little bit for like they're showing me that there's like a rut. They're showing me visually, I'm seeing kind of a rut that maybe, excuse me, that there's a little bit of that you may feel like you're a little bit stuck in a specific path. Um, but they're saying, really to get out of that rut is just a quick little jump out of it, but we just don't recognize it sometimes when we're in it. Does that make sense? And so they're showing me like it's almost like you just have to. It's about gaining a new perspective, okay, and not, and acknowledging the past, but not living in the past is what they're showing me. That there are beautiful times ahead. 11:11 Mountain Time. It just flipped to 12 for me, Craig. Thank you. Okay. They're there for you though. They're just saying, ask, show me the way. Show me. And pay attention to those little signs that come up. So, okay. Blessings to you four. Thank you. Gina's back from the grocery store. I think I already did your message, Gina. So take a listen. And we'll go back to Jessica Lynn because I missed you before. Okay. All right. A guide message, anything they'd like me to know. Costco, yes. I'm having trouble moving forward after a cancer diagnosis. Oh my goodness, yes. Oh, many blessings to you. I feel like, I think they want you to know there is a road forward. There's a path forward. And you have to just kind of get out of the fear and the doldrums associated with that, the shock. Because I think in the end you're going to be fine. It's a little road ahead, but you're going to be fine. Of course, go to your doctor, do all the things, but okay. All right, Jessica Lynn, a message from your guides. What would they like you to know? Jessica Lynn, do you ever write, like maybe write in a journal or something like that? They're showing me kind of you like spending time writing in a book or something like that, or in a journal. Automatic writing, perhaps. It just feels to me like they want to connect with you that way. They want to connect with you that way. And it feels to me like let me just see here. I feel a very a feminine guide with you, someone with feminine energy, who's guiding you forward. And it's almost like bringing your attention to your own divine femininity, if that makes sense, and trying to pull that out in you, and helping you to recognize the power that's within, that's kind of been suppressed. Make sense? Okay. Because I feel like if you really were to create a practice of writing, these energies would come out more and more. It's very empowering. That's what it feels like to me. Like they're trying to empower you, and this writing is like an avenue for that. So, yeah, good for you. You do that sometimes. You say it's a really good practice for you. It doesn't work for everybody, but I think it's really powerful for you and getting out, expressing feelings. Hello, Dora Romero. Let me tell you who's. Whoops, sorry about that. That was my ring. The questions that I have left are just Dora, Nivra, and Leona. So if I've missed anybody, please put your questions in. Okay. Dora, can I get a message from my guides? Dora, I'm sorry, I don't usually do this, and we'll see what we get, but they just made me look at my cards over here, and I want to pull 3 cards for you from your guides, from Dora's guides. Dora. Oh, yeah. Okay, interesting. I've been getting one of these cards a lot lately this one actually I'm getting a fair amount too. But this is the card of making plans. They really want you to start planning and making plans for the next stage of your life because it is coming. Okay. Alex, I'm so sorry. Just pop it in and I'll right now. I'm so sorry. Okay. So they're just saying make plans, like plan it feels forward, like the next stage of your life, the opportunities that are coming forward for you, and they want you to really kind of start laying the groundwork right now. The Justice card, which is a beautiful card. This could be a September card, a Libra card, right? September, October next year. But it feels to me like this is about finding balance in your life, right? You see that the scales. It also shows to me that this is about finding personal balance in your life. Like we've talked all the time about your family being such an important part of your life right now, but it's also blocking other areas of your life. So this feels, so we get the Knight of Swords. It feels restless. Like it feels like you just really want to, you have a lot of ideas and you want to put them into motion. And I want to pull one more card, right? If this feels a little bit like you've got your barriers up, you're defensive, I also want to say this feels a little hemmed in, right? And but it says to me that and look at the next card. You started with the 2 of Wands and now it's a 3. It's saying if you lay that groundwork now, make those plans, then you can start to reap the rewards of the work that you've done. This is about you. This is a time of your life for you, Dora. Okay, so make sure that you're putting yourself on the map a lot more than you have. Okay. I got your question now, Alex. Thank you. Ms. Sherlock. Kelly, I did live in Maryland at a very emotional time in my life. Yeah, perhaps. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Dora. Thank you, Dora. They're also just telling me, Dora, something about it feels like I heard they're going to be fine. And I don't know who this is that you're concerned with, and that you're always carrying the weight of everybody in your family, but they're saying they're going to be fine. So there we go. Thank you. Nivra, can you tell me about the energy around my husband's immigration and whether starting the process here and me going there for the interview will get him here this spring? Best guidance. Whew, it feels difficult right now. I feel your energy and your stress. I understand the difficulty. I'm going to pull 3 cards for you too, Nivra. Okay. This looks very good. Oh, he was just denied. Dang it. It feels a little bit... Okay. You too get this planning card, right? This is the Two of Wands is always about making plans and really kind of laying the groundwork for something. I'll be honest with you, it just doesn't feel like the time. Like I keep being shown the chaos that's in our immigration system right now. So it feels like I wouldn't, if I were him, I wouldn't keep butting my head up against the wall, because I feel like it just feels difficult. But here's the thing. We get the planning, right? It feels to me like it's a little bit of a wait. And I can tune in a little bit more on the timing of that. But look at this. King of Cups this is about compassion and kindness, being in control of your destiny and your emotions, right? So I'm just gonna say it feels like if I were him, I would. I know you don't want to wait any longer, but it feels like you need to wait. He needs to wait until the environment here in the US is more receptive to people who are trying to immigrate here. And look at this, the Star of Hope. So it is hope. Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope because it will be coming. But it feels to me, when I see this card, it does feel to me like it's a little bit out. It's about looking ahead in time. I'm just asking if it feels like, I'm going to ask my dowsing rods if it could be this year or next year. Does not feel like this year. Let me see if it's in 2026. I'm going to, okay. I see my husband's guitar over there. Where is that? Okay. Okay. All right. Will Nivra's husband be granted his immigration status next year in 2026? That's a yes. But you saw it wobbled. It feels like it could be a little, it might not be right away. It feels like it could be summer or even fall. And Europe, I think you should go there. Yes, never. I think you should go there for even if you have to go on like tourist visas and just keep renewing or something like that until you get to the point where things are a little bit more settled here, because this is kind of a hostile environment. Nigeria. Ooh. Yeah, I think you should go. Oh, I thought I saw Europe here. No? You have a visa. Okay. Then I feel like you should go there. I do, for a little while. Leona says she sees dual residency. Yes. Okay. Oh, many blessings. That's so hard. I know. I mean, my son's dealing with that right now. He's decided to go there because his girlfriend knew it would be really hard to come here from the UK. Okay. Leona. Okay. Okay. All right. Leona. General energy for you. Getting something around. Do you have children, Leona? Something around the children. Or children, not if they're not your children, then they are children in your life. But it feels to me like there's you spending some time with concerns? Is it a yes? Like there's one or more children that there's things to sort out, and you're spending a lot of your energy in concern for them. I'm going to pull a couple of cards. 2 Pisces girls and 4 grandchildren. Yeah. It feels to me, has somebody had some difficulty? There we go. Look. And you get the Lover's card next. So perhaps what we see is, I want to just say there might be, was there a divorce or difficult relationship or something along those lines? Because that Lover's card sitting right next to it tells us that it might have been in love or in a partnership. But look at this. The final outcome card is this beautiful 9 of Pentacles. So she's going to land on her feet. I mean, financially, oh, you found out he's married. Oh, God. I am so sorry. She's going to land on her feet financially, emotionally, physically. Wow. These cards don't lie, do they? That's amazing. She's going to be fine. Okay. Oh, good luck to her and to you. I know that's really, wow. That's a tough one. Your kids are angry. After 9 years. What, your daughter? Or who was, you were with somebody for 9 years, or your daughter was? Oh my goodness. I see what you're saying. You were, and your kids are on you, are like really trying to encourage you to make a change. Let me just tap into that a little bit. He's still there. I kind of feel him sort of in this like pleading energy, like, oh, it was, I was never really with her, blah, 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 that kind of energy, or it didn't mean anything. But I'm sorry to say this, but I just don't feel very trustful of him. Even if you love him, I kind of feel like he's going to have to prove it. Won't speak to you in 3 years. Yeah. So, and this is where what it's coming down to, Leona, is it feels to me like you need to make a choice between him and them. That remember that they're just looking out for your best interest, and you may love him. You may love him, but they're going to have to. I should say he's going to have to prove his authenticity, not just to you, but to them. And that feels like a heavy lift. I'm so sorry. He's in denial. Betrayal. That heartbreak, the betrayal. I'm so sorry. I'm almost there, but I know my oldest daughter knows I'm coming. Yeah. Oh, hi, Kim Princess. So good to see you. Anyway, guys, I want to say, I think that's my last question, unless I'm missing somebody here. Oh, no, Alex, I got you. Don't worry. I got you. Sorry, I almost missed you. You're late. You're not late. You're right on time. Anyway, Leona, listen, we're going to send you our best blessings and wishes for a really good outcome in this situation. I just want to say to look out for your own heart and make sure that you are putting yourself first here. Yeah. Oh, okay. Thanks for sharing, Leona. We're sorry about that. Life throws us curveballs, doesn't it? Okay. Excuse me. Alex, Can you tell me what's coming for me in November? Since the cards are talking, it was funny. They were sitting way over there and they were like, me, pick me on the cards. So we're going to use those for you as well, Alex H. I'll give them a quick little shuffle. Alex, I'm going to say, just generally speaking, I also feel like you really need to protect your energy this December, because I feel like it's like the way that I feel things going for you is, I'm about to sneeze, excuse me. I'm a mess. It feels like you're moving forward and then something stops you in your progress. And November, excuse me, feels like a month, where some of those feelings get kicked up. Okay. Oh, love to you, Leona. Okay, card just jumped right up. Oh, all right. Let's see what we've got, Alex. Oh gosh, this is going to be a big month for you, Alex. And here's why. One jumped out, and then I pulled three more. Okay, the card that jumped out was the Death card. This is endings and new beginnings, right? Oh, you're welcome, Gina. Endings and new beginnings, right? This is, some things we need to clear the decks sometimes for us to see the new path forward. And look at this beautiful, these 2 threes that you get. Threes are all about building a new foundation, moving forward, being collaborative, working with others. And you get this Three of Pentacles card, which speaks about, like I said, you're collaborating with others, you're working to build that new foundation. And this is a card of celebration and coming together with friends and loved ones and others, right? It feels to me like a shift in perspective this month, because look at the last card that you get, which is the Wheel of Fortune. A karmic cycle is changing for you, Alex. Okay. It feels to me as if you may be moving forward in your perspective and in your your love life or in your personal life. And it's the Death card. They're not easy, these changes, but they're worthwhile, because it's going to bring this beautiful I particularly love this card of celebration, right? This is camaraderie. This is being surrounded by friends or family who love you. And I do feel like this is coming for you. It feels like it starts in November and it really moves into December. Like it really kind of that energy picks up speed. New beginnings. When I see the Death card and these two together, I know something big is coming to change things for you. So we're going to wish you well, Alex, because I know that it's been a rough year for you. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Well, if anybody's interested, I am taking readings on my website. It's Kelly Healing. I'm going to put it in here in the Kelly. That's my website right there. I'm happy to set up a time to speak with you. We can do intuitive readings, mediumship, or healing sessions. And I'm just having so much fun with them. It's been really nice to meet some of you folks over Zoom. Otherwise, join me tomorrow night. I will be back to our beautiful weekly tarot scopes to talk about what the energy is based on your astrology, your astrological signs. And from there, we have a lot going on politically. I feel like we need to do some more political work, because I don't know, sometimes it's a little bit frustrating of what's going on. It's very frustrating, honestly, what's going on in this country. So we're going to take a look at all of this, and sometime later this week, I'm also going to start my gratitude, my November gratitude, which I did last year, and I really enjoyed it. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit the like, and thanks, and have a great weekend, guys. Be well.